And yeah, we are in Mosport today, and you already see that not many drivers have made it across the big pond. A few more will hopefully still arrive. I think Bad Knobs is still missing, and maybe one or two other drivers, but other than that, we are not having a good field today, and I can show you why. Yeah, but yeah, the main reason, let's say, the main reason is that the cars are super difficult and it has been a long and exhausting season. And then we have this track here, which I absolutely hate. And it's really, really weird. You have to take, because of the elevation profiles, you have to take such a weird line at some places. I mean, other people should know Mosport. I know the basic layout, but I didn't remember that it's so weird to drive, especially without downforce. So we have these extremely long corners, we have huge elevation changes, and that requires very smooth and deliberate driving. And I didn't practice enough to do that. But hopefully, yeah, P5 could be possible, just collect a few more points, have a somewhat slightly more relaxed day hopefully than normally, and just see it as a practice to keep the car on the road and driving over 2 hours. I think still a few people might be in my ballpark, like maybe Austin Birchfield, maybe Niklas, but Niklas is normally too quick for me. And behind me, Reese and Darren. Oh, Bert is there now, so we have 8 drivers so far. So yeah, Bert is definitely quicker. Then P5 would already be a big success, because then I have to beat, for example, Austin or Nico or Niklas. So will be difficult. How am I doing? Not too great. So I've been sick all week, and I just want to warn you that you might hear some old man dying noises along the stream. So please, I want to excuse myself in advance for all the noises that I'm making. But once we're in the car, there's no way to clean your nose or something. I will cough, I will sneeze. So just be aware of that. Yeah, we're currently in practice, still 4 minutes to go. This corner here, I'm always too slow in this one. I still have to think a lot, not a lot of muscle memory yet. But yeah, it will all be fine. Just try to survive, and that's it. Can I make a little more hypercar? Oh, that's still so far down the line, and I think the hypercars are after 2020, so it wouldn't fit into the Cisalpina lineup. We could do like the Aston Martin, a fully naturally aspirated one, of course, with the technology that we have available in automation. Might be a fun exercise at some point. But yeah, next one is first of all GT1, so mid-90s prototypes, or the equivalent of the hypercars basically. I think that will be nice, based on the Nubia. That should be quite, yeah, like you would imagine a hypercar from the 1990s. Still killing my tires here. There's Darren in front. Darren with the heavy H16 engine. Again, struggling of course here on this track here with these corners. You want to be as light as possible, and that's where Brabham comes in. Bad Knobs will drive circles around us today. Yeah, I'm already feeling better. So the worst day was Thursday, and since then it's been going up quite a bit. But the problem is that I'm currently pretty overloaded with work, and I cannot really afford to take a day off. It's completely impossible. And I also have to go on a business trip tomorrow again already, so I should be somewhat should somewhat be able to meet other people again. So after this it's back to the couch. Have a tea. So I definitely will need to concentrate here in qualifying and in the race if I want to be somewhat consistent and don't want to kill the tires. But yeah, we might have a race at hand here with Darren. Darren is normally quite consistent, even though he has a very slow car. I'm too inconsistent. I have the better car definitely. But maybe over time we are going the same average pace. We'll see. Yeah, but especially in the beginning, the BRM that he's driving is so heavy because of all the fuel that it needs. We're doing 2 hours without any pit stops. Yeah, you see that 4 exhausts there shooting flames into my face. The H16 there. It's so slow in the corners. Feel sorry for you, Darren. No way past. It might be the best fight we have, and that's now in practice. And yeah, still can make it. Into the... Oh, do I have a disconnect? Huh? Disconnect. That's not too nice. Maybe it was just the session switch that kicked me. Am I still on the server or not? Where am I going to for work? I'm going to Bavaria. From Cologne to Bavaria. Probably cannot say where. Would be too obvious. So let's say there's plenty of automotive industry in Bavaria. And it's one of the 2 main places that you could imagine. How do these cars compare to the real open-wheeler that I've driven? Yeah, they have triple the power. It's so difficult. These are Formula 1 cars. The other one was Formula Ford. It's impossible to compare. The other one you barely could get to oversteer or to spin the rear wheels, and here you really are struggling in each corner. You really can steer it with the throttle. Less fuel. Take 30 liters for now, and then do a few banker laps. Again, the rule is if you crash out, lose a wheel, cannot make it back to the pits, then qualifying is over. So we have to be a bit more careful. Yeah, as I said, just 8 drivers, probably won't be a lot more. But it's the quick and consistent guys, so hopefully they are not crashing out. Some of the very quick are missing though, like Jenny Simoncic and Kasper Stolze, rougher guys. So that also means I don't have to be on top of my game today to get a few points. And if we stay 8 people, then everybody gets points if we finish. Hello, Aloy. How are you doing? doing not so great. Yeah, Wolf, you might be right there with the window, side windows of the Nubia. There needs to be something to separate the top from the side. You're right. Just getting out of the way here for Nico. Whenever he arrives, I don't see him yet. He wanted also to leave some space. Please go, 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 Nico. I'm now trying slowly to get up to speed. Oh, it's so slidey. Yeah, normally we have a lot more cars on track, and that means also a lot more grip. My personal best from practice was on low fuel a 23 something, mid 23s. And now received a different setup from Nico, so maybe should be a few tenths quicker. But definitely, yeah, I'm not able to do those times consistently, because this track is just so difficult with the lines and the smoothness you need. And you always have to turn in so much earlier than you think you would. If you turn in too late, then the corner starts and you're gone. Like this. These wheels stay attached. Yes, wheels are all attached. I can get back to the pits. Oh god. Lucky. Oh yeah, that time definitely won't be enough. So with that I would be last probably. Try to find at least a second and then see where I start. Currently I'm 6th, I think, in the championship. I can overtake one today if I get 3 points. That would be 6th place in the race. Because one guy left the championship and currently has 22 points, I have 20. So that would be quite good. And then I think in 3 weeks time we have the season finale in Riverside, which is a track that I like so far. I don't know how it is with these cars, but looking forward. I missed to go into the pits. Damn it. Brain is off when I talk. So this curb there on the outside really can send you into the wall. Let's bring that one up so that I don't forget to get into the pits. Again, pit stops are not viable because refueling takes too long and the tire changes. I would have liked to do this as a one-stopper. If it would be 30 seconds slower, it would still be fine. Just because it will be so heavy on the tires. But yeah, I think I lose at least a minute, and that's not really worth it. But if it is completely undrivable, then maybe I'd go in for tires. now let's go into the pits. We're not allowed to escape into the pit lane. There we are, and you see 2 minutes just for new tires and 18 liters of fuel. It's not worth it. Right, same thing again. Still have 20 minutes. But this time without crashing, maybe? And I should now try to focus on driving. What kind of sim rig do I want to propose somebody who wants to start? As a non-sim rig owner myself, I just run with a old Thrustmaster T500 RS clamped to a table. I would propose to do exactly that. Don't invest too much money. Get an old second-hand wheel. Doesn't have the newest shit, direct drive. And clamp it to a wheel and see if you like it at all before you invest too much money. So if you like the driving and competitive nature and things like that. Other than that, I'm not the best, not the best one to really tell you what you should buy. There are many people here in this community that have a lot of experience and have tried different things. I normally run, I'm all the way for getting cheaper stuff, because it's not worth it to invest thousands of euros. And yeah, if you then really want something, then get a direct drive, get load cell pedals, and once you get load cell pedals, then you need a proper rig, because the forces are so high. And that's not, but the load cell pedals will help you be consistent during braking. This is a problem that I have with my normal potentiometer brakes. But I'm not yet willing to take the step up to a proper rig. Mostly due to space restrictions here in the apartment. But you don't need the fanciest equipment to be really quick. We have Franek here from Poland. He is using an old EFGT wheel, I think, and he's driving circles around most of us. It's really more about skill than equipment. And you need to understand your equipment and need to tune it to your likings. Let's try to get a decent time now, at least a 23 on the board. Too late. Oh, that was also pretty late. Wheels attached, okay. God. That will be a difficult day. And out again. Gonna let them all pass now, and then do a few consistent laps, hopefully. Too wide. Exit could have been better, but still up quite a bit. Doing it all the way. Decent, but could have been better. At least quicker than Austin. Is it too hot already? Gained a bit of time there in this one corner. There's still more to get. 22 is possible. Dipping the tires into the dirt was not too good. Still up. Trying to bite there. Just not at 23, 22, but I got Austin at least. So let's bring it back to the pits, get new tires, and do it again. Niklas will be super hard to get, but also doesn't make a lot of sense because I cannot keep up with him in the race anyway. Half a second slower than Nico, my teammate in the same car. That's alright. Hi, German idiot. Sorry, didn't want to offend you. How are you doing today? Yeah, still 10 minutes left of qualifying. And then we'll head into the briefing. Edmund has a good name today. Right. Mick Claridge also quite new to this community, at least, not to racing these cars. I think he's one of these old school Grand Prix legends type of guys. Bert and Niklas are fighting for the championship. Currently Niklas is at front, so he definitely needs the second place here today, at least. In order to keep in front, I think. Yeah, fighting with Austin today. That's probably the thing. Let's go out again. See if we can find a little bit more time, and also practice. Feeling more confident now on this lower fuel load. Nico also dips the toes into the dirt there to turn the car. And this part is so unrhythmic. Don't know how to say it. It's just not... yeah, you cannot get into the flow there. Either you hit it or you don't hit it, and if you don't hit it, then you don't know what you did wrong. Oh, pretty late on the brakes. too slow this time. That's the tires probably done. You see the flat spots on the tires. So let's get back in and take our last set of tires basically. Not like we have to do something. Also Austin is currently not going. I don't know if maybe he crashed. So normally I do have quite good starts. Don't know how about today, but if I get ahead of Nico, I will try to get out of the way as soon as possible without losing another position myself. If I get ahead of Nico and somebody else, I will just go. But I won't risk too much. So if they are faster and putting me under a lot of pressure, then I won't fight back too heavily. Okay. One more time. Maybe a few of you have seen the video about the Super Tourers I put up earlier this week. Those cars are completely different because you can just jump in and you're within a second of the quickest guys. Here you have to practice for hours and still you're off. Just takes a lot more skill. Yeah, pit lane definitely a bit sketchy here. Imagine having no pit speed limit like they did until the 90s or something. Don't know when they did the last Formula 1 race here though. Must be in the 80s, I think. Maybe 70s. Too tight. Probably gonna turn it back and do it next lap. Hi Dennis, you might want to check out what I released 45 minutes ago or so. Or an hour and 20 minutes ago. So there's a new video today. And after this one from today I probably work on the clown shoe modifications a bit. And then after that next Trisalpina episode. Oh, Austin. Sorry to hear that, but yeah, I'm happy to be ahead, at least for the first corner maybe. But I don't think I can stay ahead for the race. I'm lacking consistency quite a bit. It's just absolute bullshit. Yeah, I don't worry about you for now, but I will worry about you in the race. Trying to stick with you. Maybe we can have a bit of a race today, even though there's only 8 cars on track. Looks like at least on over one lap we are in the same ballpark. So one last try, and this time we can go all out because there's no lap after that one. No, it doesn't matter if you crash. Yeah, but still I should drive. Alright, not like this. Yeah, forget it. When I escape back to the pits, no, it doesn't matter. Oof, that will be hard. But yeah, let's join in on driver briefing, I guess.
It's the channel I'm in.
Hello.
Hello, Mark.
At least we are in the right channel.
Looks like my thousands of viewers aren't going to be able to hear the briefing. What a shame.
Because we are in the others are in the wrong room. Yeah.
No, I'm just I can't get OBS to pick up this channel.
Okay. I just tell it to pick up the desktop.
That's true. You could do that.
Yeah, I could do that.
And then make sure to turn it off before you start because it'll do it twice.
Yeah, I
Hello,
always
lads.
forget that. Hey, Nico.
Hello. I can't even do that. I've got to go back to OBS school, I think. Why isn't it showing up?
Can you share your screen?
Hello,
Don't
guys.
worry about it.
Okay.
Hey, Reese.
Hello, Reese.
Sure, the millions of fans can do without hearing Nico for once.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Wow, just gonna throw shade like that. Jesus Christ, wow, I got a palm tree.
Well, it's the only thing I can do well today, so yeah, you're stuck with it, mate. Got to get my jollies when I'm driving around at the back of the field. I've got to get my jollies somehow. Hi, Doc.
Hey, it's an Australian back row lockout, Darren.
Yeah,
That's an
absolutely.
achievement, right?
Yep, absolutely schooling these losers, aren't we?
That we are. That we are.
I mean, considering that. Sorry. Yep.
Thank you for everyone for turning up, by the way.
Yeah.
You're all legends, and yeah, it's the real committed ones that are here now. So
We're just here for 3 points.
yeah, we should make this a double point round, I think.
First points of the season.
Next round, we're just gonna cancel now. Actually, joking aside, I did want to ask people, since you know, at this point, today is only 8 drivers. Do we want to cancel next round? I'm basically just going to hold that up to a vote here. You can either abstain, vote for, or vote against. And, you know, because in the end, like, a full Grand Prix, you know, it's a long damn race. I know that all too well. We all know that all too well. We've been doing it all year. So, you know, I don't blame anyone that would want to do, like, a full distance with only, like, you know, 7, 8 cars on the grid. And I know that a couple of guys here will also be missing for next round as well. So
can we do the vote after the race?
Yeah, I'd say after the race, but you know, either way, like the only ones really eligible, I'd say, to vote are the guys that, well, one, are either here today, or two, announced that they are not going to be driving today without like signing off for the full season, you know? Because, well, frankly, you know, the guys that basically just didn't turn up without saying anything, that's 5 people today.
What's is the championship still up for grabs, isn't it?
For
Formula A?
yeah,
Okay, so
it's either Niklas or Bert, because Jenny and Casper are not here. Devin isn't here, and Martin and I'd say we are. The train has kind of left the station for us.
Yeah, in my
same, but I'd defer the decision to Bert and Nicholas, whatever they want to do.
and they
Yeah,
should probably know in advance of this race, right? Knowing
Yeah.
if they have to take each other out or not.
I think we should see how many people will actually turn out for
Michael
the final
Schumacher
round.
has entered the chat.
Yeah, the main problem is we don't know how many people will turn up for the final round, you know, and
I think
considering-
Jeremy said he would turn up for the final round.
yeah,
He said
that's
so
fair.
in his notification.
I would say we put it up for a vote afterwards, and people who vote but don't show up, they will get a penalty for the next series that we do in car choice. And that's what I would do, because if you vote and you don't show up, if you vote yes, you are first of all not eligible to vote, in my opinion, and two, you screw things up for other people who have a valid vote. But let's do that after the race, I would say.
I think we should get on with the briefing and stuff,
Yeah,
given
indeed.
we've got a
Yeah.
broadcast schedule to meet. So
Yeah, I mean, we've got, you know, a couple of minutes with that stuff, so
okay.
I'm quickly going to check as well with the guys when they are ready and if they're doing the intro yet already. Oh, well, I'm going to check it on the stream because that's easier. But first of all, welcome to round 9, Formula A. Thank you very much,
Sorry,
everyone.
Nico. Sorry, Nico. Can I just say, yeah, I've had to come out of sim just because I've got to turn Discord off after the briefing. So just as long as you know, that's all right.
Yeah,
So I'll get
that's all
back
good.
in
Don't
soon.
worry.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, alternatively, I can just disconnect you so you don't have to like leave and rejoin.
Yeah, either or.
Yeah, just stay in the game. Like that keeps it more stable, I think. Also, for your stability issues, if you haven't done it yet, I turn off replays as well.
Yeah, I've done all that. I've gone to pretty much minimum across the board.
Okay.
It seems to be running fine.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Then, yeah, again, welcome to the briefing for the Canadian Grand Prix at Mosport International Raceway, as I'm pretty sure it was called back in the day. I found like 5 different names. Schedule, we're already in it. Probably going to be a bit longer than 2 hours, unless we're all really quick today. Then starting procedure will be a standing start as usual. Lapping will be the Grand Prix blue flag rules. So, you know, if you're getting lapped, please let the car or cars that are lapping you by without, any big holding them up. Track limits will be enforced by the in-game system. Should a car go off and get an advantage and stuff, drivers that were disadvantaged have the action and the right to protest that incident. I don't think we really have any like advantageous area here on track, because every time when you go wide, you lose a lot of time, and only really the tarmac runoffs basically help you not hit the wall at these speeds, because they help you slow down a bit better. Pit lane doesn't have a speed limit. Drivers are still required to safely enter and exit the pit lane and their pit box. Carrying on with a broken car. Should driver's car have severe damage to its bodywork and suspension, they are allowed to attempt to get back to the pits and repair the car. I mean, you guys know this rule. If at least one wheel of the car has been ripped off as a result from collision or any other form of incident, the driver must return to garage immediately and retire. Reserve car rule, I don't think that's too important at this stage anymore. Like, we don't have cars affected for this round by it. And I'm hoping that we won't have any issues with that for the next round as well. disconnect just in case it happens. You know, you are allowed to reconnect, obviously, but the car will be in the state of it being as it was when you lost connection. Orange zone I will keep completely open again here. Only lap 1 will be an orange zone, so don't go P1 by T1 if you're starting in row 5. Well, row 4 here in this case. Even though the BRM is mighty, but
I'll start on row 5 if you want. Doesn't make much difference.
He volunteers as a tribute, but yeah. Yeah, either way, I honestly like all the guys on the grid here. I trust all of you to race properly and all that stuff, so I don't think there will be a big issue here. If you still feel racy tomorrow, we're going to have the final round of Formula B at Napoli. I know Formula B is not as interesting as Formula A, and Formula A drivers will not be eligible to score championship points, just so we don't take away from the Formula B guys in case some of us arrive in front of them. However, it is still an insanely fun car track combo, and got a complete overhaul and a nice new paddock by Mr. Italo Tracks himself, who also made Pescara. So yeah, if you guys are feeling racy tomorrow and want to run a few laps with the guys, it should be around 1.5 hours in race length, 50 laps around the 2-minute lap. And yeah, if you guys are down, I would be happy to see you there as well. If not, well, then enjoy your weekend after this, hopefully. Are there any questions?
I have a question from my Twitch chat, actually, Nico. How much of the race do you need to complete to score points? Is there a minimum distance?
75%.
75%. Okay, thank you. If everyone crashes and you take P1, basically you have to complete 75% of the race distance, correct?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Planning something there, right?
No plan. That's literally what was asked.
It doesn't matter if I get 10, 30-second penalties if no one else finished.
Correct. Don't worry. I'll stay out of everybody's way.
It's all good. I trust everyone.
Do we have time to go to the bathroom and so on, Nico?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good.
I'd say we go for until 15 minutes is left in the session, so 6 more minutes, and then we'd switch over.
Okay. Good luck, everyone. Have fun.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah,
Good luck, everybody. May we all reach the checkered.
Wise words by Mr. Southpaw Racer. So yeah, I'm also going for a quick pit stop and be back in a minute or two. Alright, back. Getting rid of the cable there. Got a bit of coffee. And yeah, should be starting in 3 minutes. Car might be slightly underfueled, but that's alright because I will be lapped anyway. Just gonna practice a start, get a feeling for the car on heavy fuel. And I hope that I can get into the zone to really, drive the car properly and not constantly slide and fight. Main opponent is driving there ahead of us, Austin. Probably the one we have to fight for this race. Can anybody quickly calculate 75% of 90 laps, how much that is? Should be 63, 67, 68 laps maybe? Yeah, it's a very short sprint there to the first corner. Not much to gain. Oh, nobody with a calculator there. 75% of 90, please. Then I have to calculate on my own. So, 67.5. That means we need to do 68 laps to get points. Alright. So, I didn't check. I'll take 1 liter more. I might be still a bit underfueled. Let's have an eye on the fuel consumption. And aim for 88, 89 laps. Overall, I will be lapped once at least, if I make it to the end. Alright, there we are on the inside, that's good. Niklas ahead of me, championship contender. Oh, did Nico end up in P2? Nice. Right, let's go. Let's not die. Let's not risk too much into turn 1. It really doesn't help if you're just 8 cars on track to take out 2 other cars. Sweet. Yeah, the other guys there in front of me are much quicker. Austin is there already. I don't know how heavy the Honda is. So currently Nick is driving the Honda. Don't know if that's really heavy. Mick should be really quick, so I just hope he doesn't hold me up. But oh, Austin, big moment already. Yeah, people are not going too crazily quick. Nico in front, holding up the leaders. Bert mostly. That's good. And now let's get into the groove. Tires need to be kept alive. It's a long, long race. I never drove that consistently so far, because I always push too hard. And there I run wide. Hard to keep up, at least with Mick, but that's what I thought. Austin is struggling or pushing a bit more, so that means he probably cannot go much quicker. And I'm struggling as well, so. Ouch. At least no pressure from behind. God. Should avoid sliding so much. Only losing them. Question is, should I push harder now? And try to keep up and not let the gap grow too much, or should I go all for the long game and keep my tires a bit more alive? Don't know what is the quickest strategy because I never did a long run. If I burn off fuel, I can go to third here a lot earlier. Currently third is not yet good. No, doesn't accelerate hard enough. But I really would like to go to third there to keep the rear tires more alive. Who still is in front? Going half a second slower than Nico. And such a weird corner. Reese had a problem. Power in the back. Really surprising that Niklas is quite slow now. Or maybe it's just Nico holding up everybody. Normally Austin and I cannot keep up with Bert so much, and Niklas. Too quick, too much tire scrub. Yeah, too quick, too quick, too quick. Fuel-wise we are over-fueled, so everything green. Too much speed again. I'm not going all out, trying to do consistent pace that I can maintain over a longer time. Hopefully that pays off in the end. Almost made that mistake from qualifying again. Austin is some 7 seconds away now. It's not looking too promising. Won't do that. Losing quite a bit of my left front tire. Bit too much probably. I was more concerned about the rears. But that long uphill right-hander is taking its toll. Also this one where you have to carry the speed through. Yeah, not like this, but you get the idea. Down to 120 kilos or liters of fuel. I might try use third on the exit here now. Yeah, I think it's good. Now it's good. Just on the edge of traction. And I can save one shift on the approach here. Just need to find the right line here. And then I should be a bit quicker overall. Austin is still chasing Niklas. Getting squarely out there. Yep, not good. bit more consistency, I could keep up with the other guys without requiring too much effort from my tires. I'm just not good enough. Yeah, this one also hurts the left front. Austin had an oopsie. Lost the place and quite some time. So let's not get him away too much. Yeah, Austin lost 2 seconds there. Turned in too early. Could be done much better. Don't know if nobody is writing anything in the chat. I was already wondering that when I asked about what's 75% of 90 laps, or if my chat overlay is broken. So if I don't answer to your commentary, then please excuse me. I don't get any updates, or maybe nobody's watching. Ouch. Your tires. Okay. I already calculated Porsche. So good to know that my overlay is working. It's 75% of 90 laps should be 68, I think. So in the meantime I calculated myself. That's the minimum amount of laps we have to do to get any points. And if you do that, it's at least 8 cars on track only. It's like Indianapolis, when was it? Early 2000s. Only 4 cars raced there. Because tire suppliers and Michelin said it was not safe there. In the oval. Back to racing now. Lost too much time last lap. 5 seconds to Austin. Should use a bit of engine braking. Nico still doing a great job there in front. Half a second. Gain 2/10. That's all I need. But over push, I have time. Need to brake a little bit earlier here again. Terrible line. I have to get a little closer to Austin so that I can see him at all times. I have to drive a bit better than that. Lost 4/10 in this round. Currently not driving very well, but it's so hot. Already sweating. It's only 20 laps of 90. Hey, Nicolo. Losing time to Austin again, because yeah, it's mostly because of my own driving. I don't blame anybody else. Austin is not driving quicker than he did before, and just slower. Way too slow, lost almost a second there in this lap. Never get this corner right. Each lap is different, each lap is worse. .2 to Austin. 1.7. Seemed to be better in the last sector. Feeling in this corner I lose a lot of time right now because I'm not going in quick enough. Tight. Almost same speed as Austin. Yeah, I need to keep this up. Slow again. Oh god. Big slide. Tire stream for mercy. But again, a bit of time. 4.8 to Austin. One downshift more. Helps. Gained a second. So Austin also has consistency issues. Question is who has more. At first sector. That is costing big time. It's a second gone. And too quick. And now try to survive. Oh no, no. All wheels attached, but severely broken. So it's, yeah, now it will be super hard to get more than 1 point. Oh, 220 seconds in the bin. Ouch! But I already got 4 laps on Reese, so Reese also had the same issue. So probably Reese is in the back. And I somehow may have to make sure that I can get Darren again, but Darren is too quick. But yeah, I got no new tires. Ouch, that hurt. So I will be 180 seconds behind Darren at least. That's 3 minutes. Or 2 laps. Oh. So, yeah, 3 points max from this race if I can get Darren or somebody else makes a mistake. So, tires are done. In the meantime, they've been working on the damage, I hope at least. Just 2 more minutes. That will be a lonely, lonely race. How did that happen? I saw it coming, but you're already in the corner. I should maybe have steered actually to the left. There's a tarmac runoff, and I could have stopped the car there. But that's very unintuitive. Bert is in the lead now. Just overtook Nico a lap ago or so. I'm still very happy that still all wheels are attached, so nothing to be all too concerned about. Hi, hello, hi. Yeah, I just touched the tire barriers pretty hard, so I'm happy that all wheels kept there, stayed on the body. Unfortunately, yeah, I've just ran out of talent and braked too late, and don't know what went wrong there. It's just so fucking hard. But it's not a big problem. The only problem is I want to have 3 points from this race, and then I have to overtake Darren, who is now already 2 laps ahead, 1 lap ahead. And he's now coming around the last corner. Then he's 2 laps ahead, plus 15 seconds. That's what I have to get back over the course of 60 laps here. Hope the leaders will make it past. Yeah, looks like they do. And I hope they don't hold me up now that I'm the one with better tires. Reese is still 1 lap behind me. Just 1 lap. And there are the leaders in front of me. Wonder if I can now keep up with them, now that I have fresh tires. not. But not for long. But the fresher tires should help me a long way. So basically here I ran wide, crashed somewhere here into a tire wall. You're always at the limit of grip there. Already turning, you cannot brake anymore. Once you're off the line, and once you're on the grass, it's over. Yeah, let's try to make something out of this. But not push too hard. Slow again here. The same mistakes all over again. Tires up to temperature now after this slide. If I drive like this, I don't have to worry to be held up by the leaders. Again, too quick, and this is exactly how it happened, just with worse tires. Aaron does at 26, took 1.7 seconds from him. As I said, I had around 2 laps and 15 seconds, that's a bit more than 3 minutes. In 60 laps I need to reel in 3 seconds a lap, so impossible. Almost. So once Darren's BRM gets a little bit lighter, he should be quite a bit quicker. I'm reading the comments from time to time. Just not all the time. It's not a lot of places where I can do that, but here on the back straight I can. It's hard to comment on any long comments. Family car is not something I see at Cisalpina. So not really fitting the company law. So the site there is already too much mass production. It's as mainstream as it gets. Yeah, I'm driving so badly. With fresh tires I cannot beat my personal best. Doing my best to not have fresh tires very soon. That's my best at least now. that's sorry, I cannot keep up with reading. The Z4 like car is basically the Z. It's maybe a bit smaller, yes, but you have V6 in there in the Geniale trim. And there's a convertible version, so don't need to build more competition to my own cars. We cannot have too much overlap, else we cannot be profitable. Alpina is always running on a very tight budget. We cannot build too much internal competition. God. This race could be shown as an instruction how to not preserve your tires here. God, was not that quick. So there's Darren coming up now. So 2 laps ahead still. Gonna unlap myself for once and then maybe twice. But I don't think I can catch him for a 3rd time. Even the leaders caught him once in 32 laps, so... or 35 they already did. So even they will only lap him 2 times, maybe 3 times. But as always, Darren will let me go pretty quickly. Won't fight me here. actually does fight me a little bit. But maybe on the back straight I can take him. He knows it's for that point, but yeah, it's unrealistic. I can catch him. Really good run here. Yeah, he lifted. Thanks, Darren. Super nice line this time. Every lap would be like this. Sweet. Oh, that was a little too quick. Can barely keep up with Nico now with the fresh tires. Sorry that I cannot take part in the chat too much. Need to concentrate. This is very exhausting. Maybe later in the race when I give up or something. I see you're making strategies for Cisalpino. Yeah, V10 might be something. Once we decide that V12 is not sustainable for the environment. But currently V12 is still fine. V12, 3 liter V12, up to 11,000. I think everything above 10.5 is hurting the engine, but a little bit of torture is okay. A hybrid supercar, how? It's not possible in automation. There are no hybrids. And also not a thing until the 2010s, I guess. We are currently in 1992. Forgot the braking point here again. It's lucky. A little bit wide there. No grip. The car is getting lighter and lighter, so it's harder. Hi Doke, I am not driving that bad normally, so I know basically how to do it, I just cannot execute it, because it's just these cars are all over the place. So, thanks for your tips. I think my best lap was pretty good, but yeah, I'm just not very consistent. You will find me doing it okay and sometimes I just mess it up. Ah god, now I just shifted once too much and got thrown off by that. Oh, P6, Darren is... No, Niklas is in the pits. So Niklas also had an off, or says I will just take new tires. But that's definitely surprising. Thing is, I was probably too slow to be in front of him after his pit stop. And if he now has fresh tires, then he will be much quicker anyway. But we'll see how long he stays there stationary. But yeah, it's still possible that other people make mistakes. So let's stay in. Let's try to somewhat push. Even though we are so far back now. Don't know how, if he had a crash, how bad it was, and if it was worse than mine. I had pretty severe damage. So I doubt his stop will be a lot longer than mine. At the point of my crash, I think he was 15-20 seconds ahead of me. Yeah, I don't want to stay to the extreme right hand side because I cannot see where the track is going. And I didn't practice enough. I want to have some margin. And it's I mess up so many other things that I should rather focus on driving in a straight line first. So Niklas definitely has been stationary for quite a while now, and I'm through actually. Almost throw it into the wall. P6, that's what I want it to be. But Niklas will be released any second, I guess. And then it's just a matter of time until he catches me. But that's a huge blow to Niklas's championship hopes. He might even cancel the last round. Currently he's in front, and now with this he will lose the championship lead. That's really, really unfortunate. Bert will take it. This time, this corner I did well, yeah. Still in the pits, Niklas. Now he's moving again. So I have half a lap on Niklas, but half the race as well still to go. So now with fresh tires, Niklas will be super quick. Let's try to keep it together, make it as hard as possible for him. So I had a few bad laps now. Try to concentrate again. Late. Yeah, I know that here the upcoming 5A you talk about, I'm always too slow to miss the apex. It's just I have trouble, I didn't practice enough to anticipate in advance where I have to go. Because it's a blind corner, obviously. Bye bye. Yeah, Niklas is going quick now. Just I'm really struggling to copy a lap. Getting my balls off here. I think if I can do 25s, I still might be safe from Niklas, maybe. I can keep that up. Niklas with the quickest lap of the race. Now he's really pushing now. And that pace I cannot withstand. Darren. Darren is now close to start finish. There's still quite a long time to go until I see him again. And then I have to do a whole nother lap, so 1.5 laps it is still. More than 1.5. Sorry, Donkey. I cannot change my driving on the fly. I'm trying to do my best here. You have to be somewhat pushing the car, else you will lose so much time. You need to carry some speed into the corners. These cars are really maybe a bit different than other cars. No downforce, nothing. A lot of slip angle. And still a lot of grip there, so... Just should have practiced an hour more, then things would look a little bit different, hopefully. Bert has taken the fastest lap. Okay, no, still Niklas has it. Very good. Again, downshifted again once too much. Nick is in the box, and I don't see him stationary. That means Nick is out of the race. Unfortunate. A late joiner of the season, and not too lucky in the past 2 races. But that means I'm less under pressure. With regards to Niklas and Darren. Because I will pick up the 3 points that I want for another position in the championship. And it might be that Nicolas Hillebrand will overtake me in the championship anyway with this probably second place that it takes today. Anyway, driving too slowly again. Concentrate. Not like this. Just to get a good exit. And I'm past Mick now, P5. That would be 4 points. That was too much throttle. And like this, I'm definitely not holding Niklas. Niklas is doing 24 zeros. That will be 1 second slower. 1.5 maybe. Shift earlier for more rotation. Next lap I also try second here again in the last few corners. I used third now for more traction. Or less wheel spin. But let's see if what's actually quicker. shift. And slow again. And too fast again. My god. 3 times in a row. If I can manage to do 25 zeros consistently, then I think I'm fine. But I'm not able to do that right now. Losing my tires a lot. Didn't pay attention to the last corners now. Have to try again. Braking too much again. Can I get this one right? Nope. I cannot. Niklas is very, very consistent. Oh god. And dirt. That Austin is in P3 right now makes me a bit jealous. But yeah, that's what you get for driving good. Almost good. Happy with that. Decent lap for a change. We'll see Nico from time to time there on the hill. Yeah, I'm a bit stabilized now. Let's hope I can keep it up. Not trying to push as hard anymore. Maybe that's better. Always too late for that last corner though. That was too quick this time. Totally lost grip there. But didn't lose too much time. Sometimes. I'm trying to stay more in the mid in turn 2, but I'm always too quick and run wide. I know what I'm doing wrong, but it's hard to change. I know this now was much better, but next time lap it will be completely different again. Ah, missed the gear. Big time loss. Quick, always too quick and too late there. was scary. Not very smooth on the throttle there. Right foot is cramping up a bit. Oh. Still 25 laps to go for me. Yeah, times are falling off now. At a good phase to get back to the zone. Really good exit. Making up a lot of time. That's how it can go, yeah. I could get my line right consistently. Wouldn't be that bad. Our tires are way too hot. Too late. What's the distance to Niklas? They don't tell me. I think I'm still doing good. Actually impossible. I don't know if Niklas had another issue. Don't think about the other drivers. Drive your own thing. Eduardo. Why will I never finish the Cisalpino campaign? I just did a video today. Just takes time. I can tell you what happened. I was on vacation, I'm sick, I am totally underwater at work, 2 people died in my family, so having a great life, great summer. Vacation was great though. It's all good. Just that normally in summer I also don't manage to do as much. Winter will be better again. Oh, it's really sketchy. So, as we reach the end, we need to finish 1 more lap, then I get 2 points. For sure. So that's the minimum goal. Almost perfect. Yeah, maybe the live stream it will pause the recommendation of the previously released video. Can be, but once the live stream is down, everything should be back to normal. I don't know, I never released the video right before a live stream, but we'll see. The start was pretty good, so the first hour was normal levels of click numbers. So where the fuck is Darren currently? It tells me at least 20 seconds away. Yeah, I will unlap myself from Darren, but won't be able to catch him again. And the unlapping part is not safe if I drive like this. The wrong gear. Bert casually doing the quickest lap of the race there in P1. Don't know how you can preserve the tires so much. I mean, I could do a new personal best as well. I think the tires still have it in them. It's just that I'm driving pretty badly. Too much throttle. And then way too quick. And he's over the line any second now. Yeah, now he is, so 20 seconds ahead, doing 26.2, so if I want to unlap me, I have to drive pretty well. He's not very slow. Yeah, I barely managed to unlap myself at this pace. Not like this. Way too late. Can't wait until we race other cars again. This has been a pretty tiring season. I think that's a bit easier to drive. You can join this league. I think there's still an invite link in the video description. I hope it still works. It's for the Discord server where all the organization happens. And yeah, normally we just do vintage stuff. This was the most difficult that we did so far, and I think next one should be a lot easier. Because we will have a few fun races after Christmas. So just try that link in the description, and if it doesn't work, let me know, then I will update the link. Also, you can find me on Discord to shoot me a DM. So back to the race, I guess. Not doing so great right now. This is bad. Catching Reese Gardner soon. Reese had such a terrible season this year, and still showed up every round. Tried again and tried again. Respect for that. Many others have thrown the towel by now. Reese kept on showing up, and I think this would be his first points of the season. So in the end it will pay off. Shift to 6th gear there, which I don't have. At this pace, Niklas has no chance. He must have had another off. Or he's just, yeah, has given up on it and takes the points. I don't know how big his lead is, but he will lose 8 points to Bert now. That's pretty hefty. Thank you very much, Reese. I hope we can race together in a team. Kuda Crew revival or something. And do much better than we do here. The Trans Am series was so awesome. So, although I don't know if you have been there for the driver briefing, they are currently thinking about cancelling the last round of the season because of low turn-up rate, and I think I might vote to actually cancel it and do something else instead on that weekend. Just for you to know. Last race of the season would be in 3 weeks, but it could be that it's not happening. Maybe we also do something else. I'm thinking of a small automation live stream if there is no race on that weekend. A few things I wanted to do for a long time in a live stream. Never found the time. Concentrate a little bit more maybe on this, because I still can crash. Yeah, I was more thinking about a live stream that's not connected to the Cisalpina series, like building random cars, so have a random demographics generator and year generator, basically tell me what to build and have a time limit for that, and try to be more efficient at visual design, do something reasonably nice, let's say in 15 minutes, and also to do good mechanical engineering of the car in 10 minutes. and 5 minutes, so that we have 20 minutes for one car and then go for the next. We just have a bit of fun, try out the new update, try out the different mechanics, and have a bit of variety of cars, and in the end throw them into beam. Might be quite nice. Okay, lead link doesn't work, then I will update it after this race is done. I'll put a link into a comment, so if you just revisit that an hour after the stream or something, then there will be a new link. I don't think you can find it by googling, or you can also try, I think in a pinned comment here in the live chat, to go to the official broadcast. And there should also be a link. Maybe try that one out. But thanks for letting me know that it's not working anymore. I thought I created one that's not expiring. I'm driving pretty badly, but there's no pressure from behind. Yeah, the left front is definitely giving up now. So I should not push too much now. Still 17 laps to go, 18. That's the worst my tires have been all season, and I was in the pits after 25 laps. Oh god. I think I just saw Darren there. So I will manage to unlap myself. Niklas just crossed the finish line. Means I have 55 seconds on Niklas. Yeah, no grip anymore. Not over push it now. Maybe give the tires also a little bit of a cool down. See Darren there. Austin still error free. Kudos to him. So Austin is still doing excellent lap times, quicker than I am now. So, or same as I am. I have fresher tires. So no way I could have fought Austin today. Slowly catching Darren. But still one lap in between, fortunately. Reese is also pretty much keeping up with me. I'm that bad right now. And I'm becoming hungry. Luckily I already prepared something. And I'm too quick. And this time I used the tarmac runoff. Not very period correct. But better use it. So I prepared some spinach rolls with salmon cream. Not salmon, is it salmon? Yeah, salmon. Smoked salmon cream. No, it's not salmon, it's tuna. Yeah. Corn and stuff. Onions. And now we should stop talking that I finally catch Darren. That is a must. I cannot let Darren be one lap ahead of me. Yeah, it tastes good, else I wouldn't make it. My girlfriend takes care of the cream, so that's the difficult part. I make the spinach, basically pancakes, yeah? Oh, I don't know if you call them pancakes in the US. It's like crepe with spinach in it. And I make them, so pretty easy. So 3 laps down, that means 13 laps to go to catch Darren. Too late. locking up a lot as well. Oh, tires really are down. Yeah, right front doesn't even cool down anymore. There's definitely a flat spot on there. Locks up immediately when I brake. I drive normally, then I definitely reel him in. Didn't even brake, right? Car is actually pulling to the left a bit under braking, so that makes me concerned. Again, I had a brake failure in Silverstone. Oh, where's the leader? I don't see the number 1 symbol anymore. Hope that's not a disconnect. There's a yellow flag now. He's not showing as boxed. There's Bert. Another race is over. Ah, I'm too stupid. The race is over. Bert has won. I thought it would be, I don't know why, I thought it would be 100 laps, so I don't catch Darren. But yeah, what a relief. Would have liked to catch Darren, of course, but I fucked it up, and I thought I had more time. But yeah, P5 is more than I thought. I would get out of this, but the how is the problem. Well, P5 is exactly what I wanted from this, but yeah, the how, of course, was not so good. P4 would have been max today, though, so don't think I could have kept up with Austin. So it's just 1 point that I lost here. Yeah, kudos to Bert, probably winning the championship with this if we don't do another race. Kudos to Darren to wrangling that pig of a car to P4. Kudos to Austin. Kudos to Nicholas, of course, my teammate there on the left. And yeah, I'm so happy that this race is over. This was really hard. Not only because I don't like the track, but also because I didn't feel too well today. Hope it still was entertaining. Very good, Don Quixote, that you got on there. Hope we can offer something nice to you that also interests you in the future. But yeah, normally those races are 30 cars, gentlemen drivers, and still very quick cars, quick drivers part of it. So should be plenty of fun from time to time. Oh yeah, but yeah, as I said, I'm happy that this is done. I will not have to do an interview, that's good. And yeah, other than that I will just turn on the monetization, because I will earn €1 basically on average on a live stream. Totally worth it. And yeah, then I'll have a nice evening. We're watching TV today with my girlfriend. She's not feeling too well as well, so nothing special today. Hope you will enjoy the rest of your weekend, and yeah, see you all again very soon. Thanks for joining in, and sorry that I was a bit busy driving this car on this stupid track. Okay, have a good one. See you all again very soon.